Welcome back. This is Engineer Hussein. So in this video, we'll be looking at a physics problem that was presented by a person. So let us look into it. So it says a tennis player moves in a straight line path as shown in the figure P2.8. Then find average velocity in the time intervals that are being given. So okay, so basically all you have to do is to follow some easy steps. But before we begin, do not forget to like, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell icon to always be notified about the updates. But anyway, let's get to it. So we want to look at the average velocities at the given time intervals. So in this case, I'll basically use a different color because I feel like that would be better for us to see. So we were trying to look at it at point A. So looking at it at 0 to 1. So I need to remember this first. Average velocity is equal to the change in position x over the change in time. So this means that there is position final minus position initial over time final minus time initial. So average velocity is equal to, if you look at the time interval that we're looking at for portion A, we're looking at it from basically 0 to 1. So to know the initial and final, you know it's 0 to 1. So like 1 is the final time and 0 is like the time initial. So for me to know like the position final, all I have to do is to stand at time final and either look on top or at the bottom and see the position value. If I stand at 1 and look on top, I see my position value to be 4. So basically, this tells me that my final position is 4 minus the initial position. If I stand at 0, basically there is no position there. So the position there literally is 0. So I couldn't, okay, so say 0. And then this will be over time final, which is 1 minus time initial, which is 0. So basically you have 4 over 1, giving you 4 meters per second. And then if you look at portion B, it's from 0 to 4. So, you know, average velocity is position final minus position initial over time final minus time initial. So remember, at 4, look for the position final because that's the time final. So at 4, if you stand at 4 and either look on top or at the bottom, on top there is nothing, but at the bottom I have that value, which gives me minus 2. So I'm having basically minus 2 minus at 0 initial, that's nothing, that's 0. Then I'll say time final is 4 because it's 0 to 4, so it's 4 minus 0. So I'm having average velocity to be equal to minus 2 over 4, which will basically give me about 0 minus 0.5 meters per second. And then if I look at C, it's 1 to 5. So you know velocity average is equal to x final minus x initial over time final minus time initial. So basically when you stand at 5 and you look on top or at the bottom, you will realize that there is nothing. So it's 0 minus 1. At 1, if you look on top, find your position to be 4. So it'll be 4 over time final is 5, time initial is 1. So velocity average is equal to minus 4 over 5 minus 1, that's 4. Basically, I'm having minus 1 meters per second. And then if I look at the last one, D, it's 0 to 5. So V average is x final, x initial, time final, minus time initial. Now position final, when I stand at 5, there's nothing. So 0 minus 10. Position at 1, times 0, sorry. I also get 0 over 5 minus 0. Basically, this would be 0 meters per second. So this is how you go about solving such questions. All you have to do is to read what you have when you're given figure. Okay, basically, that's all you need to do. All right, so if you have queries, you can always reach me on WhatsApp on the line 077 149 5252. Remember, slow progress is better than no progress. And let's strategize before becoming a statistic. Let's try and push for that A+.